broadcast of Lockhart Lion Sports. Brought to you by our main sponsor, Recon Athlete. Lions Pride Sports Broadcast is also sponsored by...
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our processional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our two locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get 10% off your service call. Head on down to Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart for a meal that'll make the whole family happy. Wash down our Statesman-approved chicken fried steak with an old-fashioned root beer float. Keeping healthy? Grab a peach salad and roasted chicken. We can't wait to see y'all at Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart. Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
The golden age of recruiting is now. It doesn't matter if you're in a small town. If you can ball, we'll find you. When you dominate the air, your 5-star talent can't be questioned. Dance that dance. Welcome to Recon Athlete, where we identify, reveal, and promote student athletes.
At Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service, we've got your towing in Lockhart and surrounding areas covered. Founded in 1967 by Jesse Johnny Barone and Fidelia Barone, Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service is a family-owned and operated business in Lockhart, Texas, and have been in the business for over 50 years now. That means we've got the experience that it takes to be the best. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service provides wrecker and towing service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with a bilingual staff of dispatchers, drivers, office staff, and managers who provide excellent and friendly customer service. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service will treat you like you're part of the family, ready to assist you when you need it. Our friendly, experienced staff will get you and your vehicle where you need to go safely. Come by and visit us at 1400 South Commerce Street in Lockhart, Texas, or call us at 512-668-4840. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service. We're committed to providing a service you can be proud of.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sell, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle. Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m.
And welcome to today's broadcast on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity Baseball here live from Lions Stadium, as the Lockhart Lions will be taking on the LASA Raptors in Game 2 of their weekly series, as Lockhart defeated the Raptors at Raptor Stadium by a final of 14-7 on Wednesday night. And here they are on Saturday morning as we get set for the second to the last game of the year for the junior varsity team. We'll go and take you around the horn with the Lockhart Lions. Behind the plate will be Austin Rodriguez. At first base, Zephyrin Hymas. At second base will be Cade Borchert. At shortstop will be Christian Mendez, At third base will be Ivan Lopez. At left field will be White. At center field would be Alexander Juarez. And in right field will be Jordan Nino. And that's where the Lockhart Lions will be starting off defensively around the horn for today's ball game. Once again, I want to welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. My name is Emilio Sarzuata, and we're bringing you all the live play-by-play action as we get set for the first pitch of the game. And on the mound for the Lockhart Lions, it's going to be Tanner Castillo, who's done a fantastic job on the mound for the Lions. So as we get set for first pitch for the first pitch of the game, leading off for the Raptors will be number 33, Davis, the shortstop. And once again, Tanner Castillo on the mound. Austin Rodriguez behind the plate. First pitch of the game is going to be swung on and fouled out of play for strike one. That'll make the count 0-1. The Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity have a record of 15-6 on the season. As Davis squared around the show bunt, pulled back, swinging away. He's going to foul this one out of play. That'll make the count 0-2. So 0-2 count to start things off to the leadoff batter. Tanner Castillo throws one in off the fist. Count was to remain 0-2. And a swing and a miss for strike three and drop third strike. Austin Rodriguez scoops it up over to Hyman's at first for out number one. And that'll bring up number 23, Chev, the center fielder. Of course, those of y'all that watched the last night's game between the Lockhart Lions varsity squad against the Raptors were treated to another doozy as the Lockhart Lions come out victorious in that one, 7-4. And that win right there gave the Lockhart Lions sole possession of third place going into the playoffs this year. That one's going to be swung on and grounder towards the shortstop. Coming up throwing a little bit wide, and the runner Chev will be safe at first on an infield single. And that'll bring up number 14, Lopez, up to the plate. With one out here in the top of the first inning. That one's going to be swung on and hit high towards the right side. Nino's coming up, making a run for it, and he'll squeeze it for out number two. And that'll bring up number 15, Tyndall, the first baseman, the number 4 hitter for the Lockhart Lions. So there's 2 outs here in the top of the first. Throw over to first base, not in time. Got a huge gap in left center field. That first pitch home to Tyndale is going to be outside for ball one. A 1-0 pitch. It's going to be high and outside for ball two. Once again, 2 out here in the top of the first. And once again, the Lockhart Lions varsity baseball team is back in the playoffs for the first time in back-to-back seasons since 1968, 54 years ago. So congratulations to Coach Honeycutt, Coach Colton Collins, Mike Rocha, and Coach Hull, who's the head coach for the junior varsity squad, who's done an outstanding job with these guys. That one's going to be a ground ball hit towards the shortstop, coming up, throwing over to first, and And in and out of the glove of Jaime, so that'll be an error. And Tyndall will reach base as there's going to be 2 runners on the base path. Chev at second, Tyndall at first, and that'll bring up number 20 up to the plate. And that'll be a first pitch high for ball 1. Of course, as it stands right now, the Lockhart Lions will be going up against Pflugerville Weiss, but they still got 3 more games left to go. Or 2 more games left to go. And that's going to be swing and a miss for strike 1. As I spoke with Coach Honeycutt, they're going to be doing a lot of scouting from now until next week. As the Lockhart Lions do have 1 more varsity game. That's going to be Tuesday night at Garrison Park in Austin, Texas, as they will be going up against the Austin Travis Rebels in their last district matchup of the year. But regardless, win or lose, the Lions are in the number 3 spot in district play. That one's going to be tipped back. Foul. Count will still remain 1-2. And I looked at the batting lineup for the Lockhart Lions today. Everybody will be batting regardless whether they're in the game or on the bench. The lineup has been set up, and we'll go through that here in a big swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's how the top half of the inning will end. Lockhart Lions 0, LaSalle Raptors 0, but Lockhart will have their first opportunity at the bat when we come back after this quick timeout. And when we come back from this quick timeout, we'll have some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
At Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service, we've got your towing in Lockhart and surrounding areas covered. Founded in 1967 by Jesse Johnny Barone and Fidelia Barone, Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service is a family-owned and operated business in Lockhart, Texas, and have been in the business for over 50 years now. That means we've got the experience that it takes to be the best. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service provides wrecker and towing service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with a bilingual staff of dispatchers, drivers, office staff, and managers who provide excellent and friendly customer service. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service will treat you like you're part of the family, ready to assist you when you need it. Our friendly, experienced staff will get you and your vehicle where you need to go safely. Come by and visit us at 1400 South Commerce Street in Lockhart, Texas, or call us at 512-668-4840. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service. We're committed to providing a service you can be proud of.
And we're back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Didn't catch it, but Coach Hull got a round of applause as he was crossing behind home plate from the Lockhart Lions fan base. And well-deserved applause as Coach Hull has done an outstanding job with the junior varsity squad. Right now with a record of 15-6, as we mentioned there in the top half of the first inning. But has done a great job with these young men, moving them on and scoping them out to get them ready for the varsity level, and it has shown as the Lockhart Lions are back-to-back in the playoffs. And these young men, a lot of these young men will be moving up to varsity next year as we get set for the first batter for the Lockhart Lions. It's going to be Christian Mendez, and he'll be stepping into the batter's box for the first time. And on deck will be Alexander Juarez. In the hole, Austin Rodriguez. And the first pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. We'll go through the lineup real quick. After Alexander Juarez, who's on deck, it'll be Austin Rodriguez, followed by Jaimes, Tanner Castillo, Ivan Lopez, Cade Borchert, White, Jordan Eno, Gutierrez, Gay Perez, Noah Sanchez, Ulises Brito, Phillips, Blaine Hernandez, and Zeke Rodriguez will close out the batting lineup. That's going to be outside for ball 3. 3-0 to count. And that'll bounce in front of the plate for ball 4, and we'll have a Lockhart line runner on the base pads. And that'll be Mendez. And once again, Alex Juarez coming up to the plate. I'm sure his mama's back home watching him, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be yelling at him if he strikes out. But here we go. Mendez at first base after getting walked on 4 pitches. Inside pitch for ball 1 to Alex Juarez. Austin Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. And that'll be the first strike of the game for the Raptor pitcher. And that'll be number 10, Evans, who's on the mound. That one's going to be swung on and fouled towards the right side. Out of play for strike 2. So 1-2 count to Juarez. A swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1. And that'll bring up Austin Rodriguez to the plate, the catcher. Jaimes is on deck. Mendez goes. And Rodriguez is going to get hit by the pitch. And he'll go to first base, and Mendez will head over to second. That'll bring up Jaimes up to the plate. Looks like we got a breeze that's blowing straight away to center. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. Great job by the catcher, Castleberry, to reach out there and get that one. Still no score here in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 out. Raptors go up their portion of the bat, send 4 batters up to the plate. Unable to put a run across the plate. And that'll be a strike for strike 1. 1-1 to count. Once again, Mendez at second. Rodriguez at first. And both runners are stealing, so that'll be a double steal. Mendez will get to third base. Austin Rodriguez to second. That'll leave first base open. And the 1-1 pitch was called ball 2. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Big swing and a miss from Jaimes for strike 2. 2-2 to count. And that one's going to be high and outside for ball 3. That'll make the count full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that one's going to be outside for ball 4. And that'll load the bases up for Tanner Castillo. The second walk issued in the inning by Evans to load the bases up. Mendez at third. Austin Rodriguez at second. Zephyr Jaimes at first. The pitcher, Tanner Castillo, at the plate. Swinging away on the first pitch to left field. And that's going to bounce in front of the left fielder and get past him. Mendez will score. Rodriguez is rounding third on his way home. Jaimes is going to be waved home. And that'll be a base clearing stand-up double for Tanner Castillo. 3 RBIs. So Tanner Castillo will get a stand-up double for 3 RBIs, and he's taken off to third base. The throw to third will go off of Tanner, but he'll get there safely, so he'll get a stolen base out of it. So big hit by Tanner Castillo. And that'll bring up Lopez up to the plate. Hits it right back up the middle. Castillo will score as the infielders cannot come up with it. And that'll bring up Cade Borchard up to the plate with Lopez at first. Lockhart Lions leading the Raptors by a score of 4-0 here in the bottom half of the first. The first pitch to Borchard will be there for strike one on the swing and a miss. And on his way to second base, he's going to be caught off the bag as Lopez will be chased down, sliding in, feet first, and he'll be safe as a tag was applied high. Sometimes you get in a pickle, sometimes it doesn't work. And in this occasion, it worked as Lopez was able to slide in safely. So enjoy that pickle, Lopez. You are safe at second. Count is still 0-1 to Borchard. He squares around to bunt. That gets a little bit of get a piece of it. Right back into the glove of the catcher. That'll make it strike two. So 0-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on. Ground ball towards the third baseman, in and out of the glove. No throw to first. A throw to second to get Lopez. And the second baseman will not be able to come up with it, so Borchard will reach on a fielder's choice. So we'll have runners at first and second. And that'll bring up number 6, White, up to the plate. With 4 here in the bottom half of the first inning, with only 1 out, the Lockhart Lions have 2 runners on the bases. And that one's going to be fouled at the plate for strike one. So 0-1 count to Julian White. Runners go. Trying to pull off the double steal, and they'll get it. So Lopez will go to third. Borchard to second. And that'll be ball one. So the count will be 1-1 to Borchard. Or to White, excuse me. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop for strike two. 1-2 to count. Once again, only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And the on-deck circle for the Lions will be Jordan Nino. And drop third strike. And White's on his way to first base. And he will be safe at first, and coming home and scoring will be Lopez. So the runner will get credited with the pitcher will get credited with the strikeout. And he will be safe at first. Great job by White, Julian White, to hustle down the base pads. All right, now stepping into the batter's box will be Jordan Nino. Once again, only one out here in the bottom of the first. Runner goes, and White will steal second. As Borchard will be at third base. Nino at White at second. Nino at the plate. Gutierrez will be in the on-deck circle. And Nino looks at the first pitch. Or second pitch for strike two. So the count is 0-2. That one's going to be hit right back to the second baseman, over to first for the second out. But Borchert will score from third base while White will advance to third base for out number 2, and that'll bring up Gabe Gutierrez up to the plate. And that'll be right there for strike one. Gabe Gutierrez at the plate. Gabe Perez in the on-deck circle. Swinging a line drive towards second base. Coming up, throwing over to first. And that'll do it for the Lions here in the bottom half of the first inning, but not before they're able to put 5 runs across the plate. 6 runs across the plate. And lead the Raptors by a score of 6-0. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, 5th generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
And we're back for the top half of the second inning. And leading things off will be number 6, DeAndre, excuse me. As Tanner Castillo still on the mound for the Lions. First pitch is going to be ball. And that one will miss outside low for ball 2. And that'll be low for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Lions with the 6-0 lead here in the top half of the second. And that'll be high for ball 4. And DeAndre will walk. Big hit of the inning came off the bat of Tanner Castillo with the base clearing RBI double, 3 RBI double. As Castleberry, the catcher, will be into the batter's box. And that'll be right there for strike 1. Once again, each of these teams, the Varsity Lions and the JV Lions, each have one more district game left, and that's going to be they're both going to be on Tuesday night. A swing and a miss for strike 2 as that gets away from Rodriguez. And DeAndre will be able to advance a second. And both those games are going to be at Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. The JV Lions will be here at Lions Field, but we will be at Garrison Park as a Lockhart Lions varsity team will be looking to close out the district season or even the regular season on a victory over the Travis Rebels. That one's going to be caught by the second baseman over to short, who's going to be stepping on the bag for a double play. So great job by the middle infield as they're able to pull off the double play. And that'll bring up number 22, Ortiz, the right fielder, up to the plate. That's swing and a miss for strike one. Another swing and a miss for strike two. And Tanner Castillo is looking for his third strikeout of the game. And the breaking ball missing on the inside for ball one. And 1-2 count to Ortiz. And that'll miss outside for ball two. And that'll be right there as he'll catch Ortiz looking for strike three. And the Raptors will go down in order 1, 2, 3 as Tanner Castillo picks up his third strikeout of the game. We're going to take a quick timeout after 1.5 innings of play. Lockhart Lions 6, Raptors 0. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle. And we are back for the start of the bottom half of the second inning. Leading things off will be Perez. And he'll swing at the first pitch for strike one. In the on-deck circle will be Noah Sanchez. And once again, the Lions are batting around. Everybody will be in the batting lineup. And the 0-1 pitch will be low for ball one. 1-1 to count. One pitch on the way. That's going to be outside for ball two.
2-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be inside and low for ball 3. So after starting off Perez with an 0-1 count, Evans has gone to 3 straight balls, and the count is 3-1. That's going to be way outside for ball 4, and Perez will reach base on the base on balls. And that'll bring Sanchez up to the plate. And that'll put Yuli Brito, number 13, in the on-deck circle. That's going to be inside. Gets past the catcher for ball 1. And Perez will head over to second base on the pass ball. One old pitch. And Sanchez will look at that one for strike 1, 1-1 count. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way. That'll be outside for ball 3. And just as before, that wind is whipping around. That's going to be in there for strike 2. That'll make the count full with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll be outside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Evans will put 2 runners on the base pads, and that'll bring Yuli Brito up to the plate, number 13. He'll be stepping in with no outs. Perez at second base, Sanchez at first. Weston Phillips in the on-deck circle. And Brito will look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Big lead off of second base by Perez, and Evans comes off the rubber. That'll be high and outside for ball 2. A 2-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So it'll be a 2-1 count to Yuli. That's swing and a miss for strike 2. That's going to be behind Yuli, and that'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a drive towards left field, and Yuli will reach base on a single that'll score Perez from second base. Sanchez will go all the way to third. Yuli will be at first with a single to left field. That'll be Yuli's first base hit of the year. And you heard the Lion bench roar with that base hit. Had to put runners on the corner. Sanchez at third base. Yuli at first. Weston Phillips at the plate for the Lions. And that one's going to go off the end of the bat with Phillips. Blaine Hernandez is in the on-deck circle with Zeke Rodriguez in the hole before we head back to the top of the lineup with Christian Mendez. Should we get that far? The Lions add another run to the score. Lead the Raptors 7-0 on the RBI single by Yuli. And that one's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 count. Yuli taking the lead off at first base. The left-hander Evans on the mound. And that'll be high and outside for ball two. 2-1 the count. Phillips was trying to call timeout at the plate. The umpire would not give it to him. And he'll look at the 2-1 pitch for strike two on the outside. So 2-2 pitch on the way to Phillips. That's going to be high for ball three. That'll make the count full. That one's going to be swung on and fouled out of play. Count will still remain full. That's going to be driven to left center field. And one run will come in. That'll be Pettis crossing the plate for the 8th run for the Lions. Yuli will go to second base. And that'll bring up Blaine Hernandez up to the plate. And then the last hitter on the lineup, Zeke Rodriguez. The Lions still have no outs here in the bottom of the second. Yuli at second base. Phillips at first. That one's going to be fouled back for strike one. And that's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 count. That one's going to be popped up right in front of the home plate. Catcher's going to come up, and Evans will make the squeeze for out number one. And that'll bring up Zeke Rodriguez up to the plate. Pick off a tip. Back at second. Yuli's going to slide back safely. Had a yell from a fan. I'll take it that's going to be hit from his mom. Says, you better not get my baby out. That's Yuli at second base. Zeke Rodriguez at the plate. 2 runners in on the base pads. And Zeke will look at the first pitch for strike one. As Yuli Brito's at second base Weston Phillips at first. Only one out here in the bottom of the second. And that one will be outside for ball one. 1-1 count. A 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on, hit towards the right side. That'll get into the outfield. Yuli's going to be rounding third on his way home. The throw home will not be in time, and Yuli will slide in safely, and Weston Phillips rounding third after the ball gets past the catcher will slide in. And rounding second on his way to third will be Zeke Rodriguez, and that's where he will stay at. He'll get a single out of it, a 2 RBI single. So that'll be 2 more runs for the Lions. And that'll bring up Christian Mendez up to the plate. Leadoff batter for the Lions. Reached back in the first on the base on balls and was able to score on the big 3 RBI double by Tanner Castillo. So with 4 runs scored here in the bottom of the second inning, Lions with the lead 10-0. And that'll be low for ball one. That one's going to go off the end of the bat towards the right side. Foul for strike one. Thank you. And that'll make the count 3-1. So 3-1 pitch coming up as Evans will step off the rubber. He'll look Zeke Rodriguez back to third base. And that'll catch that outside corner for strike two. That'll make the count full with 1 out. That'll be a chopper hit to the third baseman. Coming up, throwing. And in time for out number 2. That'll score Blaine Hernandez. And with 2 outs, the Lions will be heading back into the dugout. Well, the Lions score 5 here in the bottom of the second and lead by a score of 6-5 as we head over to the top of the third inning. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with a more Lockhart Line baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, we're back here for the top of the 3rd inning as Evans will be leading things off for the Raptors. The pitcher for the Raptors, and he'll look at the first pitch, high and outside for ball 1 as Tanner Castillo still on the mound. And he'll go 2-0 with that one. The 2-0 pitch will be inside for ball 3. As we have several defensive shifts out there on the field. And that's going to be right in there for strike 1. You can see right now we got Blaine Hernandez in center field. That's going to be out towards the shortstop, and he'll make a catch, and that's Zeke Rodriguez for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 8, Lotto, up to the plate. See Alex Waters moved from center to second base. And behind the plate is Gutierrez. On the first pitch, Lotto is going to be there for strike 1. And the curveball will be right in there for strike 2. So 0-2 count. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And a swing and a miss in the dirt, and Gutierrez will make the tag for out number 2. As we head back to the top of the lineup for the Raptors, as number 33 Davis will step back into the batter's box. He struck out his first plate appearance. And speaking of strikeouts, that's strikeout number 4 for Tanner Castillo. Squared around the show bunt and pulled back. And that'll be in there for strike 1. That one will just miss for ball 1. 1-1 to count. That's just a little bit high for ball 2. 2-1 to count. That one's going to be hit into left center field. And running first on his way to second is Davis. So he'll get a single. And the mishandle of the baseball will move him over to second base. And that'll bring up number 23, Chev, the center fielder. He reached on an infield single back in the first inning. That one's going to be hit hard to left field. Coming up throwing. And on his way home, Zeke Rodriguez with a throw home. And they're going to catch. And they will get Davis out on a pickle for out number 3. So that'll do it for the top half of the 3rd inning. After 2.5 innings of play, it is Lockhart Lions 11, Raptors 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, Shimmer Me tumblers can create what you need. From the pro sports like the NFL and the NBA, as well as college sports and Lockhart Lion sports, and inspirational tumblers. At Shimmer Me Tumblers we can also create custom-made pens and mechanical pencils. So if it's a custom-made pen, mechanical pencil or tumbler, we can create just about any design to give your tumbler, pen and pencil a one-of-a-kind look. So, just look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at juarez0725@icloud.com.
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
And we are back with the start of the bottom half of the third inning. And leading things off for the Lions will be Alexander Juarez. And on the mound will be DeAndre. There'll be a pitching change for the Raptors. That'll be Alexander's second trip up to the plate. His first plate appearance ended in a strikeout, as we're going to have to throw down to second base. And the throw down to second base only lets you know that it's time to play baseball. So DeAndre will be digging into the rubber for the first pitch, as Alexander Juarez will be looking at his first pitch. And that'll be high and inside for ball one. And that'll be swung on down the left side, foul for strike one. As you can see that cloud of dust whipping by, and the second baseman chasing after his hat. So 1-1 pitch on the way. That one will be outside for ball two. And big shout out to Landon Hernandez, who's tuning in and watching the broadcast. Mr. King Kerr, Mr. Freeze himself. Varsity pitcher for the Lions, senior. And that was a defensive swing right there, as that one was going to hit Alex. But he took a hack at it, and it'll be strike two. Landon Hernandez, one of the many reasons why the Lions are back in the playoffs for the second straight year. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and driven hard down the left side. And that'll be foul. Count still remains 2-2 with nobody out. That's going to be hit hard toward the third baseman, unable to come over it cleanly over to first base. And that's going to get over the first baseman's head. And as Alex was trying to round first, he he slips on the chalk. And we're going to get a good chuckle with that one later on at the house. But Alex will reach on an infield single. And that'll bring up Austin Rodriguez up to the plate. He was hit by the pitch, his first plate appearance. So nobody out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Rodriguez will look at the first pitch in the dirt for strike one. Looks like Austin has stepped up forward in the batter's box. That one's going to be popped up off the fist towards the second baseman. He'll come up throwing to first. And Juarez will scoot over to second base. And Austin Rodriguez will be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Zephyrin Hymas up to the plate. And he'll take a swing at that one, and that one will be popped up towards the second baseman. And unable to come up with it, as Hymas will make it to first. And here comes Tanner Castillo, who hit the big 3 RBI double to lead off the scoring for the Lions in the bottom half of the first inning. As well as on the mound for the Lions, he's got 4 strikeouts to his credit in 3 innings of pitching. And a big swing and a miss for strike one. And he'll line that one towards the third base side. That'll get past the third baseman. And all runners are going to be held in check. As Alex will go to third base. Rodriguez to second. Tanner to first with a single. Tanner Castillo is now 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Ivan Lopez up to the plate. He had an RBI single that scored Tanner from third base. His first plate appearance. So he is 1 for 1 this morning. And Cade Borchard's in the on-deck circle. 1-0 the count. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be a chopper down the left side. Foul for strike one. That one's going to be a slow grounder to shortstop, coming up, throwing over to first. In time, but a run will score as Juarez will cross the plate. Rodriguez will go to third. Hymas to second. Or Tanner to second, excuse me. Tanner to second. Hymas to third. And Cade Borchard to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. That one's going to be fouled away for strike one. I want to remind everybody that if a link does pop up to watch the game, if it's not from the Lions Pride Sports broadcast or myself, it is not a valid link, so please don't click on it. That one's going to be a chopper to shortstop. Shortstop unable to come up with it, and Cade Borchard will be safe at first. Or excuse me, that would be, yeah, Cade Borchard will be safe at first. And that'll score Hymas from third base. Now batting is Julian White, and he'll send that first one foul for strike one. So we'll have runners at the corner. Tanner at third base. Borchard at first. And that one's going to hit White, and that'll reload the bases up for the Lions. As Borchard will go to first base. Well, Borchard will go to second base. White will go to first. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino up to the plate. He grounded out to the second baseman, his first plate appearance. So 2 outs, bases loaded. Nino looks at the first pitch, high and inside for ball one. That'll be high and outside for ball two. That'll be outside for ball three to Nino. So with 2 more runs scored here in the bottom of the third, Lions with the lead 13-0 over the Raptors. That one's going to be fouled back as Nino had the green light on the 3-0 pitch. The count is 3-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. A big swing and a miss for strike 2. As that one was on the outside. Scoring around the show bunt, pulls back. And that's going to be low for ball 4. And Nino will reach base on the base on balls. And that'll score Tanner from third. Borchard over to third. White over to second. Nino at first. And that'll bring up Gutierrez up to the plate, the catcher. Swinging on the first pitch, sends one to left field. The center fielder sliding over, can't come up with a catch. 1 run will score. Second run will come around. The third run will be rounding third. And that'll be a bases clearing double. So with 6 runs here in the bottom half of the third inning, the Lions with the commanding lead over the Raptors by a score of 17-0. As we'll call it an inning. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
At One Ghost Fitness, our main focus is providing a premium one-on-one personal training experience. Our comfortable and friendly environment ensures each person reaches their maximum potential. Coach Andrea and Coach Hector are ready for your fitness journey. We can train any individual from women to men ages 60 plus. If you've had knee, shoulder, or back problems recently, we can help. We train high school or college athletes with strength and mobility, and regular people just wanting to live a better life and lose some fat on the way. We're located at 903 Fannin Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can reach us at 512-787-6271. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. One Ghost Fitness.
Nino going on the mound? Yeah. Nino Brown. Downtown Nino Brown. Now he gets to choose which baseball he wants to throw.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, they play the same day. Yeah, they play here. Of course, Lockhart will be playing at Garrison Park. The one we had to set up on the stands. I'm gonna get there early because Northeast is playing. I want to check them out. They're playing Crockett, but it'll give me enough time to try and see if I can set the camera up in a better position and probably set us up on the top of the stand instead of right there in the middle.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE, and HUB certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634 or send an email to reynaconstruction@sbcglobal.com.
Yeah. All right, and we're back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. As we got a new pitcher on the mound, downtown Nino Brown is on the mound, Jordan Nino. And he'll be facing number 14, Lopez, to lead things off here in the fourth inning. That'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. And that one's going to be chopped down the left side for strike 2. And that'll be high for ball 3. That'll make the count full 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one's going to be popped up behind the plate. And that one's just going to make it over the fence line. And that'll remain a full count to the batter, Lopez. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Drop third to throw over to first base. And that's why you run it out every time. As Lopez stopped running and Mendez dropped the ball. But that'll be there for out number 1. As Nino will pick up his first strikeout of the game off of the first batter. And that'll bring up Tyndall up to the plate. And that's going to be a chopper hit to the second baseman, Juarez. He'll get up, throw it to first for out number 2. This will be Alex's first action at second base since he was a freshman. And that'll bring up number 20 up to the plate. And they look at the first pitch for ball 1 as it bounce off the ground, off the glove, and off his chin. That's what you call taking it off the chin. as number 20 stands in there. Big curveball, and that's going to be fair down the left field line. And number 20 is rounding first on his way to second. So that'll be a double for number 20. And that'll bring up number 6, DeAndre, up to the plate. And big old Ephus pitch by Jordan Nino for strike one. And that'll be high. Swing and a miss for strike two. Runner goes. And trying that high Ephus pitch once again. That's going to be outside for ball one. As number 20 makes it all the way to third, we'll get a stolen base to his credit. A swing and a chopper to short over to first, and in time for out number 3. So after getting a double, number 20 will be stranded at third base. And after 3.5 innings of play, it is still Lockhart Lions 17. LaSalle Raptors 0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
And we're back for the start of the bottom of the 4th inning. And leading things off at the plate for the Lions will be number 15, Perez. And he'll look at the first pitch, high and outside for ball one. Of course, once again, I want to remind everybody that the Lions, both JV and Varsity, will be playing their final game of the season this Tuesday night as that one's going to be high and inside for ball 2. This Tuesday night, as the JV Lions will be closing out the season here at Lions Field versus the Travis Rebels. And the Varsity Lions will be finishing out their season at Garrison Park in Austin, Texas, as they'll be taking on the Varsity Travis Rebels. That ball's going to be hit hard down at third base. Great stop by the third baseman over to first for out number 1. Nice stop by the third baseman, Lopez. And that'll bring up number 2, Noah Sanchez, up to the plate. He reached base on balls and scored back in the second inning. And that's going to be inside for ball 1. As you can hear his teammates yelling at him to wear that one. And that one's going to be outside. Called strike 1. That caught the way outside corner. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be chopped right back to the pitcher over to first base for out number 2. And that'll bring up Yuli Burrito up to the plate. He had an RBI single his first plate appearance and ended up scoring. He'll look at the first pitch for strike 1. And he'll hit a hard chopper towards the shortstop on his way to first. The throw will be in time, and the Lions will go down in order 1, 2, 3. And we'll be heading over to the top of the 5th and final inning. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
The Lounge Sports Bar, located at 211 East Market Street, just off of downtown Lockhart. The right place to have a great time with friends and enjoy the game on our big screen TVs. We have a large bar lounge, allowing for many people to crowd around and cheer on your favorite team. The Lounge Sports Bar, open 7 days a week starting at 11 a.m. The best place in Lockhart to enjoy cold beverages and watch live sports. So make the Lounge Sports Bar your favorite destination for sports and drinks.
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
And we are back here for the top of the 5th inning as the Lions with the commanding lead 17-0. As the Raptors will have to come up with 8 runs to keep this game going. Into the bottom half of the 5th inning, we got a new pitcher on the mound. Weston Phillips will be pitching for the Lions, and the first pitch will be in there for ball 1. At the bat for the Raptors will be number 9, Castleberry, the catcher. And he'll be followed by number 22, Ortiz, and then the pitcher, Evans, or the one who started off at the pitcher, as pitcher for the Raptors, Evans. And catcher behind the plate is now Christian Mendez. And a couple of more defensive substitutions. Zeke Rodriguez will slide to third base. Moving from short and going to short base will be Zephyrin Hymas. And the ball's going to be hit towards the third baseman, Rodriguez. And Zeke will throw it over to first for out number 1 where Ivan Lopez is at. And Jaimes will be at shortstop. Tanner Castillo will slide from short to second. I'm trying to get the outfield, but my glasses are not that perfect. But I do know Weston Phillips is on the mound with 1 out. Throws the first pitch in there for strike 1 to the batter Ortiz, who struck out his first plate appearance. And that one's going to be tipped back off the end of the bat to the backstop for strike 2. 0-2 to count. Of course, the Lockhart Lions junior varsity team is 15-6, looking to go 10 games over 500 and head to Tuesday night's finale with a 16-6 record. Oh, 2 pitch. Weston looked like he was trying to throw a knuckleball. It turned out to be ball 1 instead. So the count will be 1-2. I could hear probably Coach Holt tell him, don't do that again. That's going to be outside for ball 2. As Weston's teammates got a chuckle out of it. So 2-2 to count. 1 out. And that one's just going to miss for ball 3. So the count to Ortiz will be 2-2. Or 3-2. The count is full, and Ortiz is going to walk on a base on balls. And that'll put Evans, who started off the game as a pitcher for the Raptors, back into the batter's box. He lined out to the shortstop, his first plate appearance. As Phillips calls timeout on the rubber. And the first pitch to Evans will be low for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch will be right there for strike 1. 1-1 to count. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. And that one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's going to be popped up behind the plate. And that one will fall to the ground. Count will still remain once again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And hanging in there tough. Evan fouls that one off. As we are here in the top half of the 5th inning. Once again, the Raptors will need to score 8 runs to keep this game going, as we are well above the 10-run rule after 4.5 innings. That one's going to be way inside for ball 2. 2-2 to count. we've gotten to this point where the Lockhart Lions have scored 6 in the first, 5 in the second, 6 in the third, none in the fourth, for a total of 17. And a big swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring up number 8, Laurel, up to the plate, as the Lions are 1 out away from sweeping the Raptors on all levels of the junior varsity and varsity levels. First pitch to Laurel is going to be outside for ball 1. Ortiz at first base after getting walked. And that's going to be in there for strike 1. A 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. The Lions are 1 out away from going 16-6 on the season for the junior varsity team. And that'll do it. Tip right back into the glove for strike 3, and that'll end the ball game, as the Lockhart Lions junior varsity team will go 16-6 on the season with the 17-0 victory over the LASA Raptors. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's broadcast. I want to remind y'all that we'll be back on the air this Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. as the Varsity Lions will be playing their season finale at Garrison Park versus the Austin Travis Rebels. Well, right now, that's going to do it for us here at Lions Field, as the junior varsity team defeat the Raptors of LASA by a final of 17-0. We're going to close out the broadcast, and like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by the main sponsor, Recon Athlete. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart.